Good afternoon. This is John Bushka again. Yesterday, I did a day trip to Rehoboth and Bethany and the beach areas in Delaware. Hadn't been there since 2023. Here's a picture of actually through a car window where I was parked at the Rehoboth Community Center, LGBT Community Center, and a few other pictures. There's the Delaware Seashore State Park, which is about 10 miles south of Rehoboth, a little bit north of Beth, with the bridge and all kinds of fishing. And there's a huge inlet around there. We'll look at the map after a while. And there's Bethany Beach. My parents, we went there in 1947 when I was 4 years old or turning four and stayed somewhere back in here, a house back along the beach. And then in 1948, we started going with another family um, to Ocean City for every year for about 10 years or so, or for a long time. Stayed in a duplex house in Ocean City. Became accustomed every June. Then we go to Ohio every July. My father went out on the road and sold glassware, but and here's Freddie's Beach Bar, the one in Arlington, Virginia, and here's a newer one in Rehoboth. It's a little bit bigger than the one in Arlington. And this is the Blue Moon Bar on Baltimore Avenue, which is on the other side of the main street. And this is a PREP sign that I saw next to the to Freddie's pre-exposure prophylaxis. I worry about that a little bit because moralists could try to ban it or something if they disapproved of homosexuality so much they didn't want to make it safe or something. The latest information I have is though that I think there was a ruling that said that right now insurance still has to pay for it in certain. I don't have the details on that, but it's just this picture. I'll try to look up the details on that soon. I think I mentioned it on X, but it's something to pay attention to if people start talking about it. Although right now it's not getting a lot of attention. A lot of other things are getting it. Gender ideology is getting a lot of attention. Older gay issues themselves are not getting a lot of attention, fortunately. But that could change. Well, except that same-sex marriage might be on the dock of the Supreme Court again because of the Kim Davis suit. And my own impression is that they're probably not real likely to take it. It's just my own impression, but this whole idea of substantive due process and fundamental rights, something we're going to talk about again soon, is sort of up to grabs. Why the Supreme Court doesn't like the way we've been using it, something we'll talk about later. But it's on people's minds right now. You're going to see a lot of videos about it on YouTube. And then here's a video I took on that lake at the end of Rehoboth Beach, at the south end of Rehoboth Beach City, through a little opening in the plants. It's with the regular Sony ZV camera. Kind of a peephole there to look at the houses. Very expensive homes. Very nice. And that's the picture of the Sony picture. And then here's a couple of picture of higher quality stills I took with the Sony camera. This one and that one of that lake, and go to the map. You can see that Rehoboth Beach is right here, and that little lake is right there, right above where the US 1 goes up um, around Rehoboth and then up to Lewis and so forth. And Bethany is down. This bridge is somewhere right around here, and then Bethany. I guess Bethany is down here, and so that's about 15 miles or so. And then Ocean City is much farther down. Um, but that's where I was yesterday, and I think that's all. Yeah, that's all I had from this. So um, we'll have have to keep our eye on what's going on with things. I don't think at the moment that all this attention to the stuff that's going on in Washington D.C. about the federal takeover um, means as much as everybody else thinks it does. But I should be in the city tomorrow night, see for myself if it's causing any issues. I was there. I was in the city last Saturday night, and there was a slight increase in police presence, but actually it was a good thing on U Street. And I've noticed a little more police presence even around the Ballston in Arlington, Virginia. Some more Metro Transit police cars than anything else, but they're probably just putting whatever police they can find. But there's a little more police presence even in Arlington right now, but just a little bit. So that's what I have for today, and I'll be talking about the way I work and about the plans for the work on a short film and the plans for a new book, and also explaining my strategy for how I've been self-publishing over the years and why that has to change. I'll be getting into that very soon. And I do thank you for listening.